I don't know, man. Run these on repair. Tell me when you can see that. Yeah. But is it visible? Is it good? Hanging was fucking. This side, start. Stop. Who's doing? Sticky. Okay. The Lost Turnabout. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Oh, that's... You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix, right? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. Huh? But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Welcome back to tutorial, I think. I think that's what the first mission always is. Or, not mission. First case. September. Let's find out if it's the same year. Because then it would have been... What, 8 months since... No. 7 months. Yeah, 7 months since the, bonus case with the DS. Yeah, it's a ringtone. Hey, look, we got real images on screen. What a nightmare. I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. Really shouldn't be dozing off right before our trial starts anyway. Huh. Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. Finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but... It's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Few minutes later. Defendant lobby. Ow, my head. It's throbbing. Why does it feel so foggy in there? Oh, it's you. Good morning. Heck. Hey, bailiff. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People are their best first thing in the morning. Where's that fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the Cheerios down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? But wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I'd done something wrong. But what are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Bird. Not mentioned yet, but we got a name. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost. When all the lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, he said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. Just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget that, what you've doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... What's wrong? You've been acting really strange and you keep staring at me. You make me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So... This might sound bad, but, who are you? What? Mr. Wright, how could you say that? How can you do this to the fragile heart of a girl about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible. No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is that how a defense attorney treats his clients, sir? I can't believe this. No, it's just, I think you have the wrong person. Yes? Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? Gotcha! The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? Trial's about to start. I'm counting on you in there, okay? My fetters... Oh, I guess I must have amnesia. As good a setup for tutorials any, I guess. Let's see, what can I piece together? The sound of things, it's probably safe to say that I'm a defense attorney. And that girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty. Can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Ah, someone please. Tell me this is a bad dream. Or I have a feeling this is the one dream I won't be waking up from. Alright, court start 10 a.m. as usual. Oh hey, is that scrubby tutorial, prosecutor again? Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? Guess not. Oh, then are you ready? Yeah. I guess I'll just say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a second. Her life is in my hands. I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory's kind of, The court will not hear the defense's excuse. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair, but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I have. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. Policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me. Besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. Heh. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay, and who are you again? The prosecution calls Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I'm so dead. My bee were dead. My ears. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look too well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know... You work under the detective? Yes, sir. While I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He's such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near the headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches on the upper level, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Ah, yes, the autopsy reports, correct? Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything is in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped from the impact of landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirm the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photo. Very well, the court accepts this evidence. Oh, hey. Yeah, we got some broken glasses. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess? Mr. Wright, is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. Was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like such an amateur? I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir, I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at the court record. Court record? Yep. Info about evidence and people involved with the case are listed all there, sir. You can look at the court record by touching the corner. The court booked, and you know what you're talking about, huh? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry. I guess I'd better check the records. Was it again? The court record button? Alright, let's see if your notes are in order. What was the piece of evidence underneath the body? Glasses found under the victim's body. Pieces of nearsighted lenses were found nearby. Autopsy report. Broken neck. Body was also covered in bruises. Cell phone. I found this in my pocket, but I don't remember what it means or how it got there. All important badge. It shows that I am a defense attorney. The details are still saying what the default would be instead of the amnesia version. Victim fell from the park. In the picture is a clock that I probably can point to later. Let's see. Profiles. Maggie Bird. 22. So, assuming this is around the same time as the first game, like one year younger than Phoenix. The only thing I recall is that she's a policewoman. Dustin Prince, 30, the victim and policeman. It seems he was dating the defendant. Winston Payne, 53, prosecutor for this case, lacks presence, generally bad at getting his points across. And Dick Gumshoe, 31. Detective of the local precinct in charge of the initial investigation. With glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. Broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed his killer's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held onto them as he fell. Hey, why are you giving me that evil eye? What glasses you wearing? Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses they found at the scene are not mine, I swear, sir. Sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. Coincidence, she says. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more. And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. the decisive evidence. Hey, it's the new theme of evidence and testimony. It's more, it's less like extreme, like down. It's more, you know, reminiscent, like calming background as they give their testimony. There's something even more incriminating than the glasses in the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. Bruh, he died instantly. Hello? You don't snap your neck and then like, oh, I still have some strength left. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. That piece of evidence in the glass, it's hard not to say that she's the culprit. Is her name's not even spelt right. Hello, guys? Like, I guess if it was in the Japanese, it'd be like a different name, and then you could say like, oh, the kanji was slightly wrong, and then be like, oh no, he was just dying, you know, he forgot that extra swoosh. But in English, it's clearly writing the wrong name, because it's not even like E and then put an I by accident. It's IE. Like, anyways, with this piece of evidence and glasses, it's hard not to say she's the culprit. This is a picture of her writing, Your Honor. Why, this is... Yes, Your Honor. I can see her name is clearly... Guys, you were just... Like, the judge was just like, everyone's on the same page, right? We're not idiots from last time, because this is like day 2. This is like day 2, because there was a preliminary first day already, where we gathered up the evidence and stuff. Like no one's catching that it's the wrong. Like, it's so much worse in English. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. Now, of course, the only way for this to work, since there's probably going to be no actual investigation since it's all tutorial, is that sus guy that like gave me a concussion has to be one of the witnesses, and it's like, why would you attack the person? Like, you're just adding to your crimes. Just fucking, like, you should have messed with the crime scene more and been confident in it. Because, I mean, like, he's probably clearly the one that wrote this message. Just took the victim's hand and just started fucking cursive writing. Like, okay. No one fucking does cursive writing when they're dying, but whatever. If the glasses don't make you suspicious enough. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But I already told you, those glasses are mine. How do you explain this dying message? It's a conspiracy. I'm not guilty, sir. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine a dead witness. Cross-examine? This is it. I'm counting on you. Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What? This isn't like you at all. Normally, this is the part where you get in the witness's face. Get in their face doesn't do what? I guess there's no way around it. Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. Prosecution's witness all hide things from the court. Which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that the detective your superior? Well, even if they don't mean to lie, sometimes people just remember things wrong. Well, like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. Doesn't matter. Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find and expose their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire here. Go nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, should all be all right. We should be peachy keen. 10 out of 10. Oh, we got a health bar. Not set. There's something even more incriminating. Glasses. About those glasses, do you have any proof that those belong to my client? Lenses are for nearsightedness and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kind of like the one she's wearing in her ID, pal. Huh. Hold it. Almost and kinda are not good enough in this case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with those glasses? Dirt and sand rubbed out any trace of fingerprints or anything else. So you're saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves these glasses are my clients? Something like that. But what? I see, so there is no proof. Wow, that was amazing. I could totally feel it in my gut.
Hold it.
Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. Blah, blah, the Filipino coming out. Swapping my F's and P's. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah. Alright.
Hold it.
Oh. Culprit's name? Yeah, I was surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... What's the name of that? Of my client? I don't like saying it, but it was clear the defendant's name Maggie, sir.
Hold it.
Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. There's a picture of it. No matter which way you look, it still says Maggie. Huh, it's got a point. Hey, hold on! Don't harm me. I know the picture says Maggie, but as you mentioned, it does seem kind of odd. That's how you know you found a contradiction. Now hurry up and present evidence! That's what spotting a contradiction feels like. Better check the court record again. This piece of evidence in glass, it's hard not to say it's the culprit. And you are certain that it was the victim who wrote the name on the ground. There were scratches of his fingers from the rough sand. And there were grains of sand stuck in his pointer fingernail. It certainly seems that the name was written by the victim himself. That didn't go well. The writer was the victim himself and we're in a lot of trouble. Don't give up. Keep that fighting spirit going. You're all pumped up, but I really wanted to see your special move, sir. A what? You always look so cool when you present evidence. Present evidence? Enlighten me. About the presenting evidence. Okay, when you're listening to testimony, you can compare with the court record. If you do that, you're sure to find contradiction in the witness statement. Contradiction? Well, there are many reasons why a testimony might contradict the evidence. The witness might be lying, or maybe they're just mistaken. And you still have no idea what I'm talking about? When you find a contradiction, open the court record to the item you need, and then I present that evidence, right? You got it. You can also present people's profiles as evidence. See, that's a new feature. That's a new feature. You can now present their characteristics. So many items, make sure you present the right thing. Well, sounds complicated, but I'll give it a try. You're pretty good at this. Wow, being praised by a pro. I don't know what to say. Alright, let's save. Can't lose in the tutorial. We don't want to be like Jama. We want to be like Jama. Alright, so this has a contradiction, and then this also has a contradiction. So let's go with the Maggie one, because that's the more clear one.
Objection!
What is it? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe. You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me.
What are you talking about to prove this? What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? I sound like Toad.
You'll see, this is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please.
Where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name's Maggie Bird.
I think someone needs to check the court record.
What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah!
Looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelt Maggie. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh! How about that? I didn't even notice.
But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell.
If they were dating, what the bruh?
Objection!
May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover? If they were truly lovers, it would have been impossible for her not to have known her name.
No! I was so bad at the video game. Mario! Mario saved me.
This is true. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers?
Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force.
Detective Gumshoe? Please testify for the court the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. You gotta testify about my subordinate's love and stuff. That's kind of spooky to me. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out about half a year. Sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had bought over 2 months ago. I should have known, because she came to me asking what she should get it for him. I should probably say what was actually the gift. Those two sounded like they were close.
When the last tragedy struck.
What is this smug smile?
Mario!
Yes, you may now cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Alright, Officer Prince, Officer Bird had been going out for half a year. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird was a rookie at the time, and she and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay the deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I'd gone on the trip. What is it? Oh, nothing, sir, really, anyway. Oh, I guess Gumshoe was aiming for Bird too. Damn. Marriage, but wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What, you saying a guy's gotta marry someone the same age as him, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know? I think this fella has a way to go before marriage. Mind your damn business, pal.
Hold it!
The day of the incident, you mean September 6th? Yeah. Victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off at 5:30 that day. Off duty at 5:30 p.m. Since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. That's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. Good for you, I guess.
Hold it!
You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because I'm a boss. I gotta watch out for all my subordinates. But even when she was going to give a present, isn't that a bit too far? Hey, pal, watch what you say. I know everything that happens under me. Someone so much as scratches there. I really don't need to know that much.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness.
I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, That should not be the point of discussion at this time. Whoa, wait a sec. What are you talking about this? Why are we talking about this? This is all your fault, pal. You're guilty, guilty, guilty. I should have you arrested. I think the good detective is about done here.
Hold it!
Over 2 months ago. Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? She got him a glove. A single glove? Why would she only give him one?
Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove.
Oh, I see. Baseball glove. Officer Prince is a huge baseball fan. Oh no, it's baseball again. Japan loves baseball. Tell me about the baseball. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had bought over 2 months ago. Yeah. Are you saying she bought the glove at the store that far in advance? Nah, nothing like that, pal. What is it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yup, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made.
Your Honor, I really don't see the glove is related to this case.
Yes, it would seem that this is a little, this area is a little relevant. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is relevant to the case? Not yet. We don't have anything pointing to the glove yet. Why are you wasting time with irrelevant questions? I got curious and carried away. Please ignore that. Please tell why you knew about the baseball. Came to me and asked. So let's see if it's related. You discussed what the defendant was going to give to her boyfriend? Well, I'm a... she trusts me, so... Boy, does he look proud of himself. What is it this time? The testimony didn't sound like it had any contradictions in it to me. This wasn't anything that really struck out as odd. Yeah, I wonder what would happen if you tried to get more information from him. Get more information? Yeah, you know. Like, how they press people on those old cop shows, sir? So I should try pressing him, huh? I guess this is where... This is where we gotta, like, just say, like, yeah, it's totally relevant. And then we gotta bullshit our way in. As per the Phoenix Way. The unorthodox Emiya Phoenix Way. Yeah, of course it's relevant. Of course it's relevant. That glove is the key to this case. Yes, bluffing to the max! Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. So happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great. Huh, pressing people. It feels like I've done this before. As if I have used this to squeeze information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about the matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to the court. Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with the case. Anyway, just like blood there. But this is it, sir. It's rather yellow, isn't it? I can't tell. I have my flux on. I gotta change my colors back. Hold on. I gotta change. Oh my god, my eyes. Flashbanging myself. Hold on. All right, yeah, that looks like a whole thing of bananas. Like a Dole banana sticker on it. Anyways. Banana gloves. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. That's why you had this, had to special order it? Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court has heard enough. It is clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other.
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Now then, if it's true, it brings up an important question. What was the name badge really written by the victim?
I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name of the ground.
Yes, sir. Writing on the ground. First looking at the handwriting, sir. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped in the victim's finger. There were also scratches on his skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Thank you, Your Honor. I will not question.
Hold it!
Can you really determine handwriting based on a sample written in sand? Yeah, this is why amateurs are amateurs. We're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good. Huh. I believe it's time to get back to the real point.
Great, Your Honor.
We couldn't confirm it.
Hold it!
So in the end, you couldn't confirm it. Hey, don't look down on us, pal. I told you. Not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigations. I've never heard of that before.
Me neither.
Alright. I never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir. Okay, so I made it up. Anyway.
Lying on the podium again. I'll have your salary docked.
Hold it!
Edgeworth in the background.
His pointer finger. You know, the one you're always pointed with and waving around people's faces. Ha 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 ha. Don't tell me it bothers you. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal.
In any case, you examined the victim's index finger, correct?
Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger if he had been writing in the sand. And the results.
And there was sand in the fingernail.
What does that prove? Well, it proves that he did write his, that name with his own finger.
Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under the nail.
Guess he's right. There's more.
No.
There's scratches on the skin caused by writing on the ground.
Hold it!
Scratches on the skin. Yep. You can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. That's incredible. Sure is. That's the power of scientific investigation. They're so small that we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. It's got that really scientific sounding name. You mean a microscope? Yeah, that's it. We used one of those and that's how we found them. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is.
Hold it!
Rose. Yeah, absolutely, sir. Sure. I believe in the power of science. I wonder if my evidence is solid even without the counter to that. Listen to this. You think there's only one conclusion. That the name was definitely written by the victim. But don't you think that's really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, do you think I would have gone to the trouble to get this person? The present, what about it? Let's see. It's a right-handed glove. You see, normally you catch with your non-dominant hand and then throw with your proper hand, because that's where all the power is. Right, like your pitching hand, you would want to keep uncovered so that you don't fucking like accidentally toss your glove when you're throwing the ball. Anyways, are we really not bringing? Yeah, broken. You don't. Whatever. We'll do it this way then. I'm assuming it's the confirmed last bit. Banana glove.
Objection!
Detective Gumshoe, please take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but it's really yellow, and that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but that is only one of its qualities, huh? There's another reason why it's special. What would that be? It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. You've never seen a bright yellow left-handed glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, detective, which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obviously from the picture. It was this woman. Wait a second. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed.
I object.
Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reason proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. A left-hand person could not have written a message with his right hand unless he was ambidextrous, but then at that point you wouldn't really want a left or right glove who's whatever. Therefore, the person who wrote the Maggie could not have been the victim. Order, order. What do you think about that way, then? Yes. It's not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie's...
Oh, it's not possible.
Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilt. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent.
No, I'm so bad at the video game.
Alright, you did it, Mr. Wright. Ooh, I feel like I can breathe again. It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job for once. Once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant.
Oh, not yet.
You gonna pull out another,
I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne?
The prosecution is not finished yet.
What do you mean?
We would like to call our next witness to the stand.
What? You can have multiple witnesses. Wow. Wow. Whoa. What did this witness witness?
The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit.
What the heck? What the heck? I believe a recess is in order. Afterwards, we will hear from this new witness. I have a feeling this was a bit too easy. Need more info. I'll have to find what I can see what I can find out during recess. Can't have a guard down. It's only gonna get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. Recess. To be continued. Are you actually gonna let me investigate for like 15 minutes? Because like breaks are normally only like 15, 30 minutes. Oh, what is that save sound? That's not as decisive. Bum. Ghost trick. Anyways, it has now been almost 2 hours. Amnesia? Can't believe my lawyer's trying to defend me in such a state. Why didn't you tell me, sir? Sorry, I didn't mention it to you. Oh, I know what to do. I heard you could fix something like that with a really strong shock to your system. Come on, lower your head a little. A Maggie kick should be all you need. No. I think I'll pass on this one. Come on. I'm sorry. Whenever I see someone in trouble, I have a hard time leaving them alone. I tend to stick my nose where it doesn't belong and try to tackle everyone's problems. Well, my head's one problem you won't be tackling today. We're here to solve your problem first. We can deal with mine later. For now, do you think you could fill me in on a few things? Of course, I'm honored to. I guess we'll start with my name and I can tell you about me. No, that's okay, really. I think I know you and your name pretty well by now. I was wondering if you could help me figure out a few things about myself. So, my name is Phoenix, right? Weird name. Serious? You really don't remember? I'll tell you what, sir. You can have this back, and maybe it'll help. This is a business card. I got it from you. It's my most prized possession. You can borrow it for now, but please give it back, okay? Okay. Some numbers written on the back. Oh, that's your cell phone number. Phoenix's business card added to the record. Guess for now we should stop talking about me and start talking about this case. This case? Yep. Can you think of anything that would be helpful for me to know? What did I tell you? Can't think of anything other than the incident with the cell phone, sir. Cell phone, but... Cell phone? Yeah, your eyes lit up when we talked about it at the detention center, sir. Hurry up and tell me, then. This might be important. Okay, roger. It was on the day of the crime, just before 6 p.m. I picked up a lost cell phone while on a walk with Dustin. Oh no, it's the Blue Badger shirt. They have merch. They have sleeveless hoodies now. All of a sudden, the phone began to ring. Hello? Oh, thank you. I've been searching for my phone. Is this yours? Oh, I'm glad you called. We can meet up and I can give it back. I'll be right there. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. You can call me Maggie. We agreed to meet up at 6 p.m. Dustin and I waited for the person to show up, but they never did. Oh. So where's the phone you found? I gave it to you yesterday. Huh? To me? Is that the phone in my pocket? You mean this? Do you think it has anything to do with the murder? I don't really know, but my eyes lit up. You were here all along! You're so mean. Oh, hey, Maya. I called you a million times and you wouldn't pick up. And when I went to check in the courtroom, everyone had already left. Now who the heck is this? Let me guess, I'm supposed to know this girl too. Hey, good morning, Maggie. And good morning to you too, Maya. So, how's it going? Is there a word for worse than abysmal? Oh, and what if I said that everything would be fine? That's right, it's Maya to the rescue with the ultra-decisive, super important evidence. Here you go, Nick. The thing you wanted me to bring. Huh? Oh, thanks. Is this a list? It has about 20 people's names and phone numbers written on it. It's kind of tough, but I managed to dig it up some dirt. Looks like these guys are all up to no good. Good, as in... There's a group of con artists the police are currently investigating. I think these guys are members of that group. List. Why would a group of con artists pop up in a case like this? Don't look at me! And where did you even get this list in the first place? What? Don't you remember, Nick? You're the one who asked me to look it up yesterday. Oh, is that right? These numbers were in the memory of that phone Maggie found. Huh. So that's where they're from. You're awful forgetful these days, Nick. I hope I never get to be a forgetful old prune like you. Actually, Mr. Wright is... Mr. Wright, recess is over. Please bring the defendant and return to the courtroom immediately. Oh, whoops. Guess you have to get going. We can talk about you being old later, Nick. Oh, wish us luck. I guess I have all the pieces now, more or less. All that's left to do is put it all together. I'm not gonna lose this. I can't. Come on, Nick. Better get a move on. Yeah. Haha. Alright. 10 minutes later. Court will now reconvene. Please call your next witness to the stand, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. But before I do, if I may say a few words.
What's it, Mr. Payne?
It's about the next witness. He has a tendency to say things that rub people the wrong way, you see. So I asked that the court might be a little lenient on.
There's no need to give a preface. Just hurry up and call your witness, please.
Yes, Your Honor. The prosecution now calls the next witness a drifter who was taking a walk in the park on the day of the murder.
Well, that sure looks like a you delinquent Yankee.
Please say your name for the court witness.
Before I do, I'd like to clarify a little something.
Huh? Oh, alright, go ahead.
Just now, you introduced my wonderful self to the court, correct? Perhaps as a drifter who was taking a walk.
Did I?
But I will not stand for that. Not that you've tinted the court's eyes and colored me wrongly. Sure, I suppose calling me a university student would be far from the truth, but just evil would settle down. Everything in my life would be top-grade quality. I'm merely looking perfect, untouchable, unbeatable. I have a right to second about this walk.
Yes, I understand. I'm very sorry. I'll be more careful from now on.
What is he, a human chatterbox? I have to question him?
I'm just some rich boy punk. Fashion, cars, women, glasses, of course, university. First rates only need apply.
Glasses? But you aren't wearing glasses. That's enough, you're a witness. Oh, is that how you want to play this? Using your power and influence to keep young people down. I see how you work now. You old people and your dirty tricks. You thought you had me, but you were thought wrong. I'm sorry, I won't let it happen again. Oh, man. I forgive you, alright. I suppose I could tell you my name. I'm Richard Wellington, the drifting virtuoso, with a PhD in drifting, as it were. If you wanted, you could call me a university student in transit. Mr. Wellington?
On the day of the murder, you were taking strolling through the park, correct?
It would appear that you are attached to that word. If you must, then by all means. But I remind you that I am in no way a prepubescent boy out on a walk with mommy. If you must know, I am...
Anyway, please testify to the court what you saw when you were walking through the park.
See, you said it again. Taking a walk, you... What you witnessed will do, Mr. Wellington. I was at the park all afternoon, deep in thought about my life situation. I don't remember the time at all that well, but I do believe it was past 6 p.m. All of a sudden, a police officer falls from above, right in front of my eyes. Without a thought, I looked up, and there I met eyes with the eyes of a charming young lady. Of course, I remember her sweet face. It was that of the pretty defendant there. The only other thing I saw was the banana that fell from with the police officer. Banana Land. That was certainly a decisive testimony. Decisive? Nick, did you hear what he just said? Yeah. That's all you have to say. How can you be so calm? Strange. My mind is very calm and clear. Maybe it's because I believe in my client. You mean Maggie? Yes. And if she really is innocent, then that can only mean one thing. That guy's lying. Without question, the witness, Mr. Wright. Find out the truth no matter how well you craft your lies. Your lies. I could wait. I'm doing my farm rounds anyway. Bro. My spleen. Mm-hmm.
了解。行かせていただきます。キャッホー、私のこと好きなんだね。新人は私についてこられるのかしら。SAR21 です。指揮官様。作戦計画はどこですか？直感に頼るだけの作戦はよくありませんよ。兵器には月火水木金ってあります。来たからには早速仕事を始めましょう。始まるのね。
Okay, you can on the fly change it. No. Well, they can deal with it for like 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds. Yeah, hold on. I just have to get to the next port. Alright, then we save you. Then we auto down this way. Okay. Swap to this one. I'll have you know that I've over 300 confirmed kills, and that I was not walking in the park. I was taking a stroll. How dare you? Right. What I saw that day.
Hold it!
So you were at the park all afternoon. You seem to have a lot of free time. That was very rude of you. But then again, what can I expect? That's what you get from a man who graduated from a no-name, trashy university. No-name? Trashy. Now, this might be hard for a mush-head, feeble-minded baboon like you, but I have to think very carefully about the future of our great country. But I thought you said you were thinking about which college to go to just now. Please. Which university I go to will directly affect the very future of this country. That arrogant little snot. Fuck this guy.
Hold it!
How do you know what time it was? I see you're not wearing a watch. Is that the best you can do? Do you think you can discredit me like that? You're just a third-rate, biased fool. I guess I can't expect real smarts from you. His arrogance is really intolerable. What should I do? Bro. I don't give a shit about, like, oh, discredit me. Give some proof. Answer the question. How do you know what time it was? I can't believe I have to deal with a worm like you. You're just a shallow man who can only slam in desk and point at people for fun. I guess I don't have a choice. I'll try to explain it to even a third-rate simpleton like you. Third-rate simpleton like you can understand. There was a thing called a clock at the park. Did you get that? Do you know what a clock is? It's a thing that tells you time. As you can see, Mr. Wright, it's even in this picture of the crime scene. Oh, so it is. I looked at that clock and I knew, that's how I knew what time it was. But if you ask me, this whole concept of breaking time apart, it's still utter nonsense. The first-class person doesn't live by it, or is chained by it. Wear a watch. Ridiculous situation. People should live freely, constraint-free. Yet again, another flow of meaningless words. Talk about the first-class waste of time. In any case.
Hold it!
And how do you know he was a police officer? You obviously have no idea how powerful my detective reasoning skills are. With one glance, I could tell just what kind of occupation he held. That shoddy do-it-yourself hairstyle that screamed, I'm a police officer, those cheap, low-quality shoes, and I suppose he was also wearing an officer's uniform. Shouldn't that statement have come first? Wow, that's pretty impressive. Hey, Nick. Do you think he's figured out what I do? Even I haven't figured that out yet. Got him. With that thought, I looked up into the eyes of a charming lady. Are you sure you got a good look at her face? Animals have this thing called an eye, Mr. Wright. They use this eye to see things. In the case of humans, we have two of them. Yes, even you. I don't care if I have them or not. Did you or did you not get a clear look at her face?
That's what the witness was about to get to. I would like to request that Mr. Wright not use such a loud voice during questioning.
Sustained, Mr. Wright. Please refrain from raising your voice in court. And please don't make me have to raise my voice. Are you finished? I'd like to continue if that's all right with you.
Hold it!
So you're sure you are not mistaken? Please, don't confuse your pitiful train wreck of a life with mine. I'm what you call a famous brand name product. Well, you are only a cheap imitation. There is no way someone as magnificent as myself could have made a mistake.
Of course, of course.
Of course. Did you notice anything else of interest, witness? The only thing I saw was the banana that fell.
Hold it!
The banana? Well, it was actually more than just one. More like a bunch of bananas. What would a bunch of bananas be doing there? And why would I know such a thing? I'm only telling you what I saw. That's really strange. Maggie's never mentioned anything about a bunch of bananas. That's it, Nick. He's gotta be lying about the bananas. Could be, but no reason for him to lie about there being bananas at the crime scene. But if it's not a lie, well, maybe he thought he was seeing one thing and it was actually something else. If you mistook something for a bunch of bananas, then that would be an inaccuracy. Think, Phoenix, think. My client is innocent. There's no way he could have seen what he saw, says he did. Which means if we can somehow show he's lying, yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. He's got a sharp mind. I just wish I could remember who she is. Everything okay, Nick? 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 Nick, I completed the spiritual school for you, please. Alright. Let's present the banana.
Objection!
Mr. Wellington, I believe I have the bananas you saw right here. Ah, so you knew about the bananas too. Why didn't you say so earlier? But don't you think you can use it as a way to pull more information out of me? Well, that's where you'd be wrong. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Is that the baseball glove?
Huh? What? A baseball glove? Doesn't it look delicious? Care for a bite? That's not... It's... No! Oh yeah, revolution music. Do, 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 do. Sounds a lot like Mega Man music. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I need to see, is the Phoenix Wright Justice for All guy also the one that did Mega Man Battle Network? Do 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 do. Staff. Music and sound effects. Akami Kimura. Do 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 do. They. Naota Tanaka under the alias Akami Kimura. Currently at Platinum Games for Mad World, Bayonetta, and Max Anarchy. Okay. What else did you work on? I see. So that's how come it sounds so different. They were the one that updated it from the GBA sound chip onto the DS sound chip and improved the sound effects, but they weren't the one that composed the original tracks. They only composed new music for Rise from the Ashes, which makes sense because that was added later. Okay. Did you also work on Mega Man? They did. Mega Man X5, X6. Okay. Not the Mega Mans that I thought it would be. But I guess if he was working on the DS stuff, then he wouldn't have been there during the GBA era. Okay. But like his music is a lot more like upbeat than the original one, it seems. But what does that mean, bro? Okay. Your Honor, I think this proves one very important fact. This witness has bad eyesight. Loves bananas. Knows nothing about baseball. They're filthy casual, don't know about the sports in Japan. Anyways, he has bad eyesight. By the way, just how bad are your eyes? Huh? How? What? Why are you asking me all of a sudden?
Your Honor, it's a simple mistake to mistake a glove for a bunch of bananas.
No, I don't think so. Objection overruled. Yeah, you were those people! Yes, you know what I mean. You're like those people who refuse to take Galileo as a kind of Persian theory, and you don't accept a new theory. In the end, the fact that it was a glove viewed from afar could perhaps change its effect. And that's why I asked you how bad your eyesight is. Don't talk about the Galilean effect. Get out of here. They're both 2200. I suppose you're gonna tell me that's terrible. Yes, actually, it means that one of your eyes is extremely good and the other of them is average. So the disparity would give you a big headache. Like that's actually bad eyes. Like one of your eyes is 10 times worse than the other. So yes. Why are you not wearing glasses today then? Oh, that's because I lost them recently, you see. Of course, I was planning on getting a new pair made right away, custom made. But you know, my glasses are no ordinary glasses, so to replace them. How about when you witnessed the crime? Were you wearing glasses then? How about a witness? You're an unrelenting evil man. You're like those people that think Joan of Arc was put to death, but she was brave and courageous. Of course, she wouldn't have been burned to death or anything. Which boils down to, were you wearing glasses or not? Therefore, the identity of the woman in the scene of the crime and the defendant cannot be proven by the same witness.
But the height difference is only 9 feet. It was very possible for him to see the face of the culprit standing on the upper path.
Witness, please be more accurate in your testimony. Remember, a person's life is at stake.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now then, please continue with your testimony.
Please tell the court what happened next in the moments after you witnessed the crime. The bananas. Tell me about the bananas.
The girl on the upper left ran away as soon as she realized I was there. After that, I immediately called the police station to report the crime. It must have been 6:45 p.m. when I made the call. I hope you're accurate with that, because the police would keep a record of calls they get. Also, he probably doesn't have a cell phone and used the park phone to call, most likely. Unless, of course, he was the owner of this cell phone I have. Oh, whoa, wow, They must have a lot of free time on their hands since they showed up within 10 minutes. So the person who was on the upper path saw you and then ran away. Yes, that is correct. Which is why even someone without a superior brain like mine can understand that. That girl is the murderer! You may not question the witness, Mr. Wright. It's me, one of those pretty boys that tries to pretend that they're rich to get rich girls to spend money on them and then scam them in the host clubs. I saw that in Yakuza. I saw that a lot in Yakuza. Yeah, we should probably look at the business card and stuff. It's my business card. I hand-wrote my cell phone number on the back. And the name list. Lists of con artists and their phone numbers stored on the cell phone Maggie found. Sadly, we don't have the 3D bonus DS features. Because DS not for the DS yet. Is that or was I think it was it the GBA? I think all 3 games were originally for the GBA when they got remade sound chip wise. So maybe it's just the difference between game 1 and 2 that the soundtrack sounds so different. Anyway, ran away. She ran away just like that. Yes, she did. She saw me and flew the nest like the guilty bird she is. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that pun too hard for someone who only got a third-rate education? Actually, that did take me a few seconds to get. Anyway, if she ran away that instant, how could you tell it was my client?
The witness has already answered that question. He has stated that the defendant is the culprit.
This is true, Mr. Wright. I'm striking your question from the record. How can I get more information out of him? He was about to freak out. Anyway, immediately called the police. Immediately, as in immediately, I mean. Sure, a minute might have elapsed before I did, but that's the duty of every good citizen. Or did they not teach you that at your pitiful school? You think people learn about how to call the police in college? Hey Nick, I think you should take a look at the court record for a sec. Yeah, it's probably gonna give the time of death and whatnot. And then be like, it says, you said you must have called at 6:45, but it says he died at 6:28, so there's a missing like 12 minutes. Or 17 minutes.
Hold it!
How do you know what time it was? The detectives told me. You know the one I mean. I'm the one with the jacket that makes him look like a dropout from a no-name high school. Hey pal, I graduated from top-ranked college. I don't believe this. Doesn't matter. I don't believe I was mistaken on what time I called. And if I am wrong, then the detective obviously doesn't know how to tell time. What? What are you? You're some lousy kid. I think the court can see your point.
Anyway, how did the police respond?
They must have a lot of free time on their hands. They showed up within 10 minutes. So you're saying that the police are around there at 7? They got there before that, I think. There usually aren't many people in that area at the time of day. But suddenly, before I knew it, there were a lot of people crawling over, gawking. Gawking at the dead body. It certainly says something about the morals of the people in this country. Can't find anything out of its testimony ordinary out of testimony. Why'd you look at the court record? Yeah, I guess I should. Alright. So... how old is this guy anyway? He's 20, same age as the defendant. But like, Phoenix is like 23, graduated like previous, or whatever. This guy doesn't work on like normal people. Age question mark Maya. I don't know who she is, but I have the feeling I know her. See, hers is correctly changed, but then like the attorney's badge was not. So, you know. Miss you been? Well, time to just wait, which one do I present on? Is it this line or this one? I immediately. Oh, okay, immediately. No, but then the next one gives a different time. So I think we present on this one. I mean, if I'm wrong, then I get to see how the bar system like reminds us, I guess.
Objection!
Oh, no, I'm right. Okay. Mr. Wellington, would you please take a look at this? You mean the victim's autopsy report? According to this, the murder occurred at 6:28. So what of it? You said you called the police immediately after the murder took place. However, by the time you had the police called the police, it was already 6:45. There's clearly a 15-minute gap. Do you deny it? Ah! I think this court would like to hear what you were doing during that 15 minutes.
The witness was in shock at the time. After witnessing a terrible murder, it's only to be expected that he would be a little dazed.
Objection!
Yeah, but he was so sure about himself. That's the whole point. 15 minutes is hardly what I would call a little daze.
Ah!
Mr. Wellington? Yes? Explain yourself. What were you doing over those 15 minutes? Answer the question. Telephone, I mean... Spit it out. I was searching for a phone booth. Phone booth? You mean you don't have a cell phone? Your questions as if you're trying to open all the layers of this Matroska doll. You must think you're really something special. Witness? I lost my cell phone. Are you happy? You lost it. Unbelievable. You lose your glasses and your cell phone? You must be very scatterbrained when it comes to belongings. What? Are you saying that first-rate people are never allowed to lose things? Have you ever heard that all geniuses are never the same as true, and by that rationale, that I'm a genius, and I just don't understand plain people like you would understand? Enough. Oh man, oh man. Wait, hold on a second. He lost his cell phone. Like the cell phone, could it be? You mean this phone Maggie found? There's no way. Boy, I didn't see this coming. What should I do? question, father. Mr. Wellington, where's your cell phone right now? What are you getting all excited about? You seem a little bit confused. I found my phone. I'll have you now see. Here it is. Oh, I see. Looks like he's got his phone. And I thought this was just, that just maybe this was his. Well then, I think we've cleared that issue up. At the time of the murder, he did not have his cell phone because he lost it. Therefore, the delay in his call was caused by his search for a phone booth. Well, that's the gist of it. I guess you could put it that way and leave it at is. You ready for the question, Mr. Wright? Yeah. Your Honor, the witness testimony does not make any sense. I don't believe that there was ever a need for a witness to search for a phone. How dare you!
You can't just make outrageous claims like that. You have to have some sort of proof, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course. Alright, present the proof. It's the picture. It's in the picture. There's literally a phone booth right there.
Take that!
It's quite simple, actually. Please take a look at this. At a crime scene photo.
Is there a problem with it?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the picture. If you don't understand my logic after looking at it, something's wrong with you. I'm snarkier. It's me, Phoenix Wright.
No!
It's a phone booth. That's correct. All the defendant had to do was walk 3 steps. Mr. Wellington, why did you not use the phone that was right in front of you?
Oh! What does reporting the crime a little late prove the defense?
Objection!
I mean, he's lying, bro. The witness can't explain what he was doing for the 15 minutes. That's the reason enough to throw suspicion on his testimony. Yes, sir. This is very true. What do you have to say for yourself, witness? Then I bet this phone really is his, Nick. He must have killed Dustin to get his phone back. Maggie said she was already going to return it to him. There was no reason for him to go for the kill. On top of that, we still have the phone she found anyway. Yeah, but if he wasn't looking for his cell phone, maybe he was looking for something else? We'll see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any thoughts that we'd like to share with the court? Can you offer an explanation as to why where the witness was during that? Yeah, get a little bit of an idea. So, a possible explanation. Let's hear your explanation. However, be forewarned that if your explanation is not persuasive, you'll be penalized. Please be careful. Probably shouldn't have said there was only one possibility. We got no proof that this is his, though. Okay, so it shows the amount of health you're gonna lose. Flashing, okay. Drifter. Why didn't he call the witness, the police right away? I mean, I can think that he was on the second level with everyone else, and that's how come it would take a while. But I don't think that's gonna fly right now with what kind of evidence I have. Yeah, that's probably like the next line of questioning.
Take that!
Perhaps this is what convincing. Ha 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 ha. Or penalizing. Ow. Oh, it's actually going to continue asking me. Okay. I mean... we didn't update his profile with nearsighted. Covered in bruises.
Take that!
Mr. Wellington? What? Don't do that. You almost gave me a heart attack. These are your glasses, aren't they? Oh, where did you find it? Gah! I believe the court all heard what you just confessed to. That these glasses are in fact yours. I'll tell you where they were found, Mr. Wellington. These glasses were found under the victim's body. Under the victim's body? No, wait a second, hold on. I didn't confess or confirm anything. Your Honor, I think the answer is quite clear here. As he fell, Dustin Prince grabbed the culprit's glasses. The culprit knew that he had to find his glasses and searched frantically for them. What he didn't realize was that they were under the victim's body. And that is why he took 15 minutes to make that call. Mr. Wright, are you indicating the witness as the real murderer? Of course. That's precisely what I'm doing. Oh yeah, theme of turn around. Of oh shit. No, I'm right. He's the real murderer. Did you figure it out, Nick? More or less. Turns out the cell phone was the key to it after all. Anyway, now's the time to deep six this guy. I'll sink him in one shot. Yeah! This is so exciting, watching you work again. Somehow my old self is coming back to me. Time to sink or swim, everything rests on the end of a knife. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this.
Your Honor, the defense is making a mockery of this court. Without any solid grounds to stand on, he accuses the witness of being the murderer.
Yeah, that's right. I'm no criminal. Lawyers. In that case, why don't we look at this from a different perspective? Let's say your explanation as to why you are not the murderer. Why, that's easy. For example, there's the victim's name. The name the victim wrote. What about that? Oh, you mean the Maggie? Yeah, even an idiot like you can read, right? But we already know this was not written by the victim himself. After all, the defendant's name is Maggie, the Y, and the victim is left-handed. In other words, in order to make the defendant look guilty, the real criminal used the victim's right hand to write her name on the ground. But, wouldn't that mean that the real criminal was someone the defendant knew? How much would they know that her name was Maggie, or Maggie? That's a good point. No, it's not. They would have heard the name on the cell phone. The witness didn't even know Miss Bird before the trial. Oh, I forgot. Is there any way? Yeah, there's a way. It'd be best if I could prove that the witness had a chance to learn that the defendant's name was Maggie. Now, will the defense please present the case? How could the witness have known the defendant's name?
Take that!
Mr. Wellington, you don't have your cell phone on the day of the murder, correct? No, what if I didn't? When you realized you had lost it, what did you do? What did I do? Didn't you try to find it by calling it? Why you? How dare you?
Your Honor, these questions have nothing to do with...
Overruled. Mr. Wright, where are you going with this line of questioning? Do you think there is some relation between the witness' cell phone and the murder? I do. On the day of the murder, Maggie Bird picked up a lost phone in the park. And she also received a phone call from the owner of the phone. Hello? That was when you learned that her name was Maggie. You made one fatal mistake. The client's name is Maggie with a Y, but the name that was written on the ground was Maggie with an IE. It's a mistake that could only occur if you only know how her name sounded. Order.
But Your Honor, the witness has no motive.
And your point is?
It's very simple, Your Honor. A person usually would not kill someone without a reason. Mr. Wellington had no reason to kill anyone.
That is absolutely correct. I don't have a motive. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. Can you explain what motive the witness had? It's very simple, Your Honor. Are you sure, Nick? I said I can't offer an explanation. This trial will be over, right? Yeah, but yeah, it's the long fabled done with this shit Maya face. Like, what the fuck, dude? Nick, what the fuck? Oh, then please present the motive. Here, it's what's the scam callers? Mr. Wellington's motive is right here. What is this? A list. His phone numbers are pulled from the memory of the phone the defendant found. We have determined that the people on this list are members of a certain group. You looked up all the numbers? Of course. The list of phone numbers was stored in the cell phone's memory. The names and numbers belong to people who are members of a certain con artist group.
What? Con artists?
Can you explain why these numbers are on your phone, Mr. Wellington? This is outrage! An invasion of privacy! Looking up the phone numbers of a person's phone is a worse crime than murder! You're not one of those people. You're just like the cops who raided the brilliant artist, Matanuer, and the one who destroyed the equivalent of the God statue. I don't care, Mr. Wellington. All I want to know from you is tell us what this list is about. You think any of you know what it's like to be a refined man such as me?
Your Honor, this is an unjustified badgering of the witness.
Objection overruled. Shut the fuck up, Mr. Toad. What is the meaning of this? Why would the witness have number of a group of con artists on his phone? Isn't it obvious the witness is a member of that group? He's a very member of that group. Ow! All of your friends and phone numbers are stored right here on this phone. If anyone were to look at these phone numbers, it'd be all over for you. That's why you had to kill.
Not is it too much?
That does make quite a bit of sense. Well, Mr. Wellington, would you care to explain? Are you now? The police officer.
Your Honor!
What is it, Mr. Payne?
Your Honor, this is unjustified badgering of the witness!
You said the exact same thing a few seconds ago.
Please! Please, let's think about the content of the phone call. The defendant already had promised that she would return the phone. After that, Mr. Wellington had to meet Miss Bird to get his phone back. Why then would he kill anyone?
Because the other guy was dressed as a police officer? What does the defense think about this? If you think about it, it makes sense logically. Maybe we should think outside the box. Yeah, thing like that. Maybe that Slimeball saw something at this crime scene that made him commit murder. I don't think Mr. Wellington went to pick up his phone in a very friendly manner.
But he was promised his phone. Why would he have been unfriendly to the defendant? Because he's a con artist, you piece of shit. Toad!
I think he must have seen something that didn't agree with him when he got there. What was something that he didn't agree with? I mean, he's a police officer. What do I present? The profile? Probably the profile.
He didn't agree with the banana glove. He hated the baseball team.
Hates baseball.
Take that!
What Mr. Wellington saw was the victim.
The victim? You mean Dustin Prince?
Dustin Prince had gone on a date right after his shift was over. With no time to change, he went to the park still dressed as a police officer. Oh! The girl that picked up my phone is with a policeman. He couldn't have known they were going out, so he began to worry. He was afraid the policeman would start asking a few questions before returning the phone. If I do anything suspicious, he might run a check on my phone. In his mind, it was already possible that they had run on a check. Like, then at that point, yeah, he panicked and just did big murder. Exactly. Officer Prince was murdered simply because he was in uniform. I mean, that's what some people do. They just panic and do whatever. Do you have any comments?
I'm thinking...
Well, it seems the truth has come out at last. The witness, Mr. Wellington. Oh, you are.
Oh, yo!
Impressive. Not bad for a person, but it's there for education. What's that supposed to mean? Evidence! Evidence! Guy's really creeping me. Oh, you've been waving around and talking about that suspicious phone call. Suspicious phone number, this suspicious crowd group, that they're all on that phone. But who's to say that phone is really mine, huh? Where's your proof? Your evidence. You want proof? This is your phone? I already told you already. Your phone I've lost, I already found it. You don't even have to slide to say whose phone you have in your hand. But you can be sure it is mine, you simpleton. What? Hey, it feels good to make you squirm. Oh, we do have a problem on our hands. This phone. Whose phone is it? Without knowing that, it's meaningless evidence. Your Honor, it's bad. I can't let the tables turn like this. Huh, cell phone. That must be something I've overlooked. Just, check the phone's stored numbers. Fingerprints on the phone. The phone's stored numbers. Yeah. I guess they'd be fingerprints, huh? I got it. We should just check for fingerprints. You would have left prints. Nick, don't you remember? When you got that phone off of Maggie, you wiped it. You said that there was sand all over it. Wiped it. What? Pretty thoroughly, too. Oh, ha ha ha! I thought so. It's always so much fun watching third-rate trash babble like morons among themselves. How many times did I say, my phone is right here, see? Oh, incidentally, you can't take the phone stored on my phone. Phone number to my phone. Must have been glitched because all the numbers just magically disappeared, haha. Erase all the phones. Who's gonna use as evidence? Mr. Wellington. What's this? By the tone of your voice, it sounds like you have some fight in you. Where do you finally find your phone? Hehehe. Oh, you're too much. And of course, you have no idea what you're talking about. Oh my god. Now I remember. Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. Finally found it. So that's one. What's wrong, Mr. Attorney? There's a harsh glare in your eye. We've worked hard to get here, but if you don't do something quick, he's gonna get off scot-free. I know. This one has to be his, but how am I gonna prove something like that? Mr. Bright, if you cannot prove who the owner of the phone is, your indictment has no basis and therefore no power. Looks like you came up penny short. Where'd I go wrong? Don't blame yourself. You're merely a third-rate lawyer. You only made one big mistake. Who are you? What are you? That's something you haven't figured out for yourself yet. Who I am? Please, the court hereby concludes the cross-examination. Hehehe. If that's all, I'll bid you gentlemen and ladies goodbye. I have a reservation at that ultra-fancy restaurant at the upper side of town.
Thank you for your ticket. You've had a stressful day, so please bon appetit.
What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to just let it go? It's raisins.
Hold it!
Please wait, Your Honor. Alright, Nick. I think I may be able to prove it. Prove it? Prove what, Mr. Wright? Everything.
Yeah, Your Honor, the cross-examination is already over. Please, the defendant is just going to badger the witness with more inane questions.
You will not harass the witnesses, actually, Mr. Wright. Did you hear that? No harassment allowed, Mr. Attorney. Please, Your Honor. Very well. It's your last chance, Mr. Wright. We represent one piece of evidence at the court. You cannot prove everything. It's over. For your client and for you. You fully understand. Yes.
I'm sure you're well aware, Your Honor, but the cross-examination period already ended.
He's like, oh no, I'm so smug. Look at me, I'm Toad. But oh shit, he might actually let him do it. Oh fuck, dude. What? What? That's all you. I don't have any red exclamation points. Where are you paying attention, Mr. Payne? I said that Mr. Wright could present only one more piece of evidence. Oh. Ah then, Mr. Wright, this is your last chance. Please present one piece of evidence that explains everything. I mean, it's probably gonna be the phone call card. Because it's the only thing that hasn't been used. And it's most likely, Phoenix assumed that it was his phone number on the back, but it turns out to be the phone number of the person.
Take that!
Why, thank you. How nice. Yeah, please have one of mine. Judge's business card added to the court record. Wait, what am I doing? I don't have time to be exchanging business cards. Let's read this. It's written in a fancy script. The ink is strong and clear, but I still can't read it. Okay, yes. Your Honor, this is something very important about this card. It's the back. This card is important because of what's on the back. You wrote your cell phone number on the back. No, that's exactly it. Can you please call this number from the cell phone? Right now, but court's still in session. It's okay, you'll see. Okay, here's my fancy pink Nokia with my pretty princess samurai, the steel samurai strap. Oh my gosh. Is the defendant preparing something, Mr. Wright? We are going to call my cell phone number now. And then the court will see everything for what it is. Of all the idiotic stupid things that... You see, he swapped cell phones. Ah! What? Why is my phone... what's with this stupid sounding ringtone? Mr. Wellington? How strange. I could almost swear that you're holding my phone. You're... No, no, no! No, we can't. By the way, before I forget, thank you very much for the lump on my head this morning. I don't think I need to explain any further except to say this. When you went to retrieve your cell phone, you mistakenly took the wrong one. Idiot. Why wouldn't you check the contents first? Bro. You just grabbed the cell phone and then went delete. That's what happened. You were knocked out by Mr. Wellington. He's a man who lives on his pride and self-image alone. In order to hide his involvement with his con artist group, he has become paranoid and lost his ability to make rational judgments.
Then, Mr. Wright, the phone you're holding.
Yeah, it's Mr. Wellington's, naturally. Speaking of that man, how is he, Mr. Payne?
He was arrested and has been taken away. We're gonna have to add,
assault. We have to add all the con charges. We have to add lying in court. We have to add a lot of crimes to that list, including on the Mordor. Very well. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird, not guilty. Whoa. That is all. The court is adjourned. Do 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 da 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 do do. Tupum. I knew the real you would shine through eventually. I'm so moved by what you've done, sir. Salute. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I feel really bad for Dustin. He didn't do anything to deserve this. It's probably because of me. Huh? My whole life has been nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures. Your whole life? It can't be that bad, can it? Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of food, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced almost every kind of disaster. Never won or even tied a game of tic-tac-toe. My life has really been nothing but a string of disasters. That is, pretty bad. Up until now, I went to college. I was known as the Goddess of Misfortune. And then, at the academy, everyone called me Lady Luckless. Lady Luckless? What's worse is that my misfortune always seemed to latch onto those around me. What do you mean? When I see someone in trouble, I always try to help. Oh, that's right. You were talking about this earlier. It happened again recently too, sir. There was an old lady pacing back and forth by the pedestrian crosswalk. I gave her my hand, and before I knew it, we were having dinner at my house. Oh. I'm sure that Dustin's gone because of me. That's not true. That glove didn't even have any sort of special meaning. We're just present to say thanks for covering one of my night shifts. Oh, I see. Everything's all my fault. Dustin's death. Your head being all messed up. Oh, well, I don't think my head is that messed up yet. I'm gonna go find a new life for myself starting now. The next time we meet, I'm sure I'll have found a whole ocean's worth of good luck by then, sir. Yeah, after all, the goddess misfortune's only name. You bet. I'm gonna make it. I swear. I promise. Next time we meet, I'll only be an unlucky person instead of a goddess. Yeah, that's the spirit. Well, Mr. Wright, Maya, I should get going. Okay, good luck to you. Thanks. You take care of yourselves too. Now there's a faster fade in and out. What a horrible day. Got my memory back, but things are still a little fuzzy. We're okay, and that's what counts. You really had me worried. Come on, let's go back to the office. I'm afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but who are you? What? I thought you said you got your memory back. That moment, everything really did come back to me. Detective Gumshoe. He's someone I've had clashes with in the past during certain cases. But he's also been a good ally during others. The judge, he's a lovable, kind old man who is easily swayed by other people's opinions. But in the end, he always comes up with the right verdict, as long as the right canon verdict. This person, I haven't got a clue. He seems to know me, but maybe he's mistaken me for someone else. And this girl, Maya, you finally remembered. This is Maya Faye, my assistant. That's right, just an assistant, guys, come on. I have so many unforgettable memories about her. I mean, she went and completed her spirit journey for me, and I went and like helped her a bunch of times. You know, it's just, nothing special though. Don't worry about it. I went on a train. I went on a train out of my way to the middle of nowhere, apparently. For example, Earth to Nick. What's wrong? I took her out for burgers that one time. Keep staring at me. Don't tell me you missed me. Oh, yeah, I suppose I did. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Oh, teasing. Well, I'm back now, so it's time for us to create some new memories together. Never mind, they were dating. I'm sorry. Alright, sounds good. All the phone numbers on my phone were erased by Mr. Wellington. I guess I have to start over from the very beginning. Hey, look, it's the Metroid lost all abilities, except it's all my phone numbers. So now I can't call Edgeworth. I don't have Mia's original phone anymore. I don't have Monka. Okay. Actually, it hasn't even been that long since she came back into my life. That story began one rainy afternoon 2 months ago. Back in July. Reunion and turnabout. How you feeling? Is that good? That tutorial case was 2 hours long. Is that good? Is that good? Okay. That's good for now, Dan. Good job, team. Get ready for the next bout. The turnabout. Next time. Uh, stream team. You can't spell stream without team.